to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy. You are welcome.
What's up, y'all? It's Nicole, and I am back with another video. In today's video, it's gonna be a full transparency moment, like the entire video. As you can see by the title, these are things that I feel that you should know as a first generation college student. I am a first generation college student. My immediate household, like nobody else really went to college. So there was a lot of things that I had to figure out for myself. There were a lot of pros to that, and there were also a lot of cons to that as well. So I'm just gonna give it to y'all straight. I'm just gonna give you a whole rundown. I hope that I can encourage y'all first generation college students out there to go to college and get that education. All right, so number one, choosing your school. Oh, if y'all see me looking down at my notes, it's because I have a little whiteboard up here so that I am organized, because this video is very, very important to me because it's part of my testimony and I really want to share that with you all. A lot of people kind of look at me and I don't look like what I've been through, but I've been through a lot. So number one, choosing your college. Do not be like me and move to the school furthest away from home. I know that's probably a lot of y'all mentality, but don't do that. Please don't do that. With that being said, scholarship money is very important. How much is the school giving you? Are they covering your costs? Not 80% or 90%. Are they offering you all of the coverage? Because if y'all don't know, these universities are crazy expensive. Why? I have no idea why they're so expensive, but they are. They're really expensive. So make sure the scholarship that they're offering you covers all of your expenses. Tuition, room and board, books, because that'll catch you off guard too. Everything. Make sure they're covering everything when it comes to this scholarship money. And the location. Like I said before in my previous videos, I went to Tennessee State University. Location is so important. Like I remember during orientation, because I was in the band, so we went a little bit earlier than everybody usually does, but they already told us, like, don't go to that Wendy's down the street. That gas station up the street, don't go. And if you know, you know. I don't think that's appropriate to share the story of my experience of why I should have listened to my band director when he said that. But that school was straight in the hood. There was nothing around there. Parents did not let me have a car freshman year. Some colleges do, some colleges don't. And that college did, but my parents did not. So couldn't have a car. So then in that case, you're paying gas money to go here and there. Nearest Walmart's probably like 15, 20 minutes away, because you're going to need groceries. You're going to need water. When you're on a time crunch, when it comes to all of these different things, location is very, very important. Make sure that you're in a very safe environment, or as safe as possible. Security, and if y'all went to Tennessee State, you know security. But you want to be in a secure location. So location is very important, and how much scholarship money are they actually offering you, and is it going to cover all of the expenses that going to university consists of. All right, number two, focused mentality. Having a very focused mentality. When you have that mentality of, oh, I'm just trying to get far away from home, or I'm just trying to party, no, you're not gonna make it. I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna make it unless you're like a business major, maybe. But having a focused mentality is so super important. Set a goal before you get to that college. Set a goal, because like I said, this stuff is expensive. Set a goal and let nothing stop you. And when I say let nothing stop you, I'm talking about friends, being around the wrong crowd, around the wrong people, parties. Yeah, parties, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever the case may be. And with the boyfriend or girlfriend thing, like, you know, a lot of people go to college in relationships, cool, like your high school sweetheart or whatever, but you also run the risk of that not working out and then that throwing off your focus. I don't care what you tell yourself. It will and it can very much throw you off of your focus. If you want to take the risk, I'm not discouraging relationships or anything while you're in school. But if you do it, always remember that it can go the opposite way. And if it does, stay focused. And let me tell you something, because about them boyfriends. Don't move to no different state, far away from home, and go out look for no boyfriend. Don't take it from me. Don't do it unless God sent you that man. Don't go out looking for it, because when you're looking for it, I'm telling you, it's a setup for destruction. Okay, it will throw you off your A game. Like for me personally, that's exactly what it did. Went up there, He had a boyfriend that was not sent from the one above. And I'm speaking because I know. Like, now it's something completely different. This was heaven sent, and everything around it, the way he acts, the way he treats me, and the fact that we're even going through nursing school together, let alone prereqs, all of that stuff together, God sent. Now, if it's coming from God and you know, and He sends you that confirmation, and you're in your word and you're praying about it, and that's something that you desire, like He'll give you the desires of your heart. However, stay focused. Don't look for a man. Stay focused on school. Let none of that stop you from what it is that you have to do. Set that goal and you stay focused and you get it done. All right, that brings me to my third point. Manage your time and schedule wisely. This is super important, especially if you're going to university and you plan on doing organizations, the band, theater, whatever that school offers. You have to manage your time in those schedules accordingly. Because for me, I had 8 a.m.s and was in class until about 3 or 4. Like, I wasn't just in the marching band. I marched tenor, the tenor saxophone. I played the bass clarinet in the one ensemble, and then I sung in the jazz band. So those are 3 extra classes outside of me going to school to be a nurse. And then on top of that, like, we had rehearsals. And then I didn't go into school playing the bass clarinet, so I had lessons for that. The schedule was ridiculous, and of course, at first, I didn't know how to manage that time. So whatever your schedule is, manage that time, get a rhythm going, get a groove going between that schedule so that you can effectively, keyword, effectively do everything that it is on your schedule that you chose. So yeah, manage your time and your schedules wisely. All right, that brings me to the fourth point: financial aid. Now, this was something that I had to figure out the hard way. I remember getting my award letter for financial aid, but I remember hitting that accept all. But I'm gonna just show you later. But it is a very common mistake that a lot of people can make, not even first generation college students. But I know I'm not the only one that made this mistake, and it was a very costly one. So, fast forward, got my letter, hit accept all, and kept going. So, I'm gonna give you the breakdown. Now, when it breaks down your awards and it tells you Pell Grants, money that you don't have to pay back, those are the ones, the Pell Grants, that you want to accept because you don't have to pay it back. But if you're in a rush, it's very easy to miss that. So when you get these award letters, sit down and take the time to actually review them and read them thoroughly. And then underneath that, it says money that you will have to pay back. Or those are the ones that it'll say in that portion. Do not hit select all and apply. Don't hit that. Okay? Don't don't hit that. Because then you go ahead and accept it, then they apply those loans that you're giving consent to use these loans towards your education. And it's not always true that you actually need them, because my school tried to tell me that too. You're wrong. I didn't. Years later, at a completely different school, goes to show that you don't necessarily need those loans. But I accepted them. And so they applied that to my schooling, and eventually, thank God, now I am completely debt free. But it added up to like an additional 11,000 on top of the 18 I had to pay them to even get my transcript in order to transfer. Yeah, add that up, that's a lot. But that $11,000, if I would have paid attention then and sat down and thoroughly read what the award letter said and managed the time that I had, I wouldn't have had to pay that money back. And I went years without even knowing that I accepted it. So yeah, just pay attention. I'm gonna give you a little voiceover and show you what I'm talking about so y'all can visually see it for my visual learners out there, because I'm definitely one of them. I gotta see what you're talking about to really have it click. All right, so here we go. Here is an example of an award letter. At the top, we see that section where it says scholarships and grants. It is money that you do not have to pay back. I have that underlined and checked off with a green check mark. Next to it will have the amount that it is. Anything underneath this section of grants, Pell Grant, whatever kind of grant it is, accept it. That's why it has a green check mark. Next to it will have the amount that you get, and then it breaks down the semester. Anything under that section, green check. Underneath that, here you are where it says loans, money you will have to pay back. That should say 0. That's why it is circled. It should say 0. Any loans of any type, mainly subsidized or unsubsidized loans, those should be rejected as circled below. It has to say rejected. And your amount awarded should be zero. That will pan out your percentages, or at the top where it says scholarships and grants, that will be 100% check. And then loans, zero, check. That you want it to say rejected and zero. Now, below where I have all these arrows stating don't do it, I mean don't do it. The term is actually accept or decline all. Do not hit anything in regards to that. Go through and adjust to where your screen looks like mine here. That is super, super, super important. Don't do it. Do not hit that button and try to get over with quick, fast, and hurry. No, do not click that. Go through and make sure that your screen matches the one above, and underneath it'll give you all of your awarded amounts. It should be all of your grants that you accepted if there's more than one, and it will break down your fall and spring semester. This is a good example of what it should look like. And even if you've lost your financial aid, promise you've been there, done that, go through the appeal processes, get it reinstated, okay? Like, don't give up on it. Keep going, keep fighting, keep putting in whatever letters and proof that it is that they need to get your financial aid back. That's free money, even though everything ain't free. Or free ain't free, however he said that. But yeah, don't give up on it. For the longest, I did not listen to my mom. I was like, just put in an application. I'm like, no, I don't get financial aid, blah, blah, blah. Thanks, mom, for making sure that I put in an application. I'm so grateful. But yeah, because I've been paying for school out of pocket. So that is something that is greatly helping me right now. So don't give up on it. I'm on the other side of the rainbow, and I'm telling you, the grass is greener on the other side. So the last point is the military. I gotta be careful with this one because, I just do. But when it comes to the military, I'm not trying to down talk anybody that's thinking about going to the military or wanting to enlist or, any of that. I'm not doing that, okay? Okay, because I actually went to college the year before COVID hit, and then sophomore year is when COVID hit. I have a twin. We went to college together. She went to Berklee College of Music in Boston, another very expensive school. And just the mentality that I have, I didn't want my parents to have to worry about me when it came to school. And so, like, when COVID hit, to start a COVID fund, they took majority of, like, half of our scholarship that's based on participation. So it was just like something that hit us out of nowhere. And I had to resort to plan B. I was an ROTC in high school, and it was always like my plan B. But I ended up panicking, which, y'all, don't do that. Okay, don't, please, just take it from me. Don't panic. Trust God, okay? Please. And I joined the military. I joined the army to pay for school, mind you. So I thought that was the whole reason for me joining the military. Fast forward years later, to sum it up, they've never paid for a single semester. And I always share my story with a lot of different people and recruiters, and they're always like, wow. When it came to the recruiters, they're just like, you got the short end of the stick. So there's always stipulations as to these contracts you're signing. And when it comes to that, mind you, you can get these benefits, but never go by what a recruiter says to your mouth. Never go by that. Don't be like me and sign on the first sit down with your recruit. Don't do that, okay? Take it home. If you don't know anybody that was in the military, YouTube to research things. Just research. Don't sign anything on the first go. Sit down, do your research. What benefits will I be entitled to if I sign this type of contract? Like, really go through your contract to make sure that you're getting what it is that you're joining for, because that why is very important. And after you go through training and all of the hard stuff that come with that, because trust me, it's a lot. It honestly doesn't even matter the branch, which was something that I kind of was expecting, but I promise you, you're not really expecting what you really go through during training. Most people are not. So when you go through all of that and you're promised a certain thing, and this is what I signed up for, and then you figure out that this is not what you're actually getting, it's frustrating. Trust me. And that's essentially what happened to me. I signed up to pay for school, and that's not what happened. So imagine how I feel. But then again, who am I really mad at? Because I could have did all of those things, which is why I'm here telling you all, if you're interested in that, please sit down and read that contract. Make sure that you're getting and you're an advocate for yourself as to why you're joining, because they're going to get everything out of you, but you got to get everything out of them. So I say all that to say, if you are thinking about going to the military, sit down with someone. If you don't know anyone that's in the military that can help go through your contract, do your research prior to signing. Even if there is a rush, because for me there kind of was a little rush, but still take the time and go through, because you can't get out that contract really. So just take the time, sit down, do your research, and make sure that you're getting everything that you're entitled to as a soldier, as a veteran, all of the above. I'm trying to keep this video a little on the short side, but yeah, there's a lot more I could say. And if you have any questions or anything to ask me or anything you want more information on, just comment in the comments below and I will gladly answer them in another video. So my last point, my parents didn't know too much, but one thing they did know is one thing that I really feel like I should listen to. But at the end of the day, I have no regrets. Going to college that far allowed me to experience life for what it really is. And half of it gave me my butt to kiss, but it made me who I am today. The experiences, things that I've been through, it made me who I am today. And the relationship that I have with God is because of those experiences as well. Getting to know God and rely on God for myself to pull me out of the situations that I put myself in. So I don't regret anything. But the one thing that I'm going to tell y'all is to go to community college your first 2 years. Do your prereqs at a community college, because I promise you, it takes 2 years to do prereqs at a university versus maybe a semester or two. There's a lot of times when you graduate, you don't really know what you want to do, or you think you know what you want to do, and then you get into them universities and you want to change your majors and figure out what it is you want to do. If you know, it's still cheaper, whether you're paying for it or not. It will save you money, your time. That's how you're paying for it. And don't waste your time going to university, getting into the hype, and oh, I want to go to parties, or because they were offering me a scholarship. Like, that scholarship would have probably still been there. That way you get into whatever career path that it is you want to get into, like, as fast as possible. I ended up taking a whole bunch of hard extra classes that I didn't even need in order to do what I wanted to do, but that's because I gave into the hype and went to university. I literally just met a girl the other day that just came to this realization, like, I should have went to community college first. I can't believe that all I need is these classes in order to do this. That is my advice. If I wish I could have did anything different, that is one of them. I would have saved a lot more time. I did 3 years at Tennessee State, and granted, there was COVID. They had a bunch of accreditation issues with their nursing program, and it was just a hot mess. Go to community college first, finish your last year or two or whatever you have left at a university, if you please, if you wish to. You'll thank me later. All right, I hope I didn't bore you all out. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in, and just stand with me through this transparency moment, because I've been waiting to do this video. There's so much I wanted to say, but if y'all have questions, just comment down below. I hope that y'all are enjoying
Channel, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, stay tuned for more.
Throwing out the drama and everything that caused it. Yes, I'm starting up.